when she says that she wants to ask for separation, this man is like, go and ask for separation, but I'm going to take away these two girls with me. You are a foreigner, that psychological war, especially if you are foreigner, you are threatened. See, Jui, if you don't have documents, I will call the police on you so that you are deported. There are so many Africans who live in fear because their white spouse threatens them every day. This is my country. Yes, they are free lawyers. The Italian government believes that every person must be represented at the court by a lawyer. And if you don't have enough money, the Italian government will provide whatever, avocado gratuito, free lawyer for you. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lizzie, a Kenyan YouTuber here in Italy. First of all, I want to thank everyone who watched my last video and left an encouraging message. Thank you so much. I received a lot of DMs from women and men who are encouraging me, some single mothers who are telling me you're going to do it, it is possible. And I also received some other DMs from men who are like, hey, I can't believe that you've been single for a whole year, malisafi kama wewe. And also I received a very sad DM from this African who lives here in Italy, I think the southern part of Italy. And she was like, I want to share with you what I'm going through for the past 3 years. From what I understood, she's married to this Jama for like 7 years. The first 4 years were okay when she came here. And they have, I think, 2 girls. But she's telling me the last 3 years have been toxic. This man is manipulating her. He's toxic, like he's not violent physically, but he is psychological, and sometimes psychological violence, psychological violence is worse than physical. But from what I read, this man is putting her down, threatening her. When she says that she wants to ask for separation, this man is like, go and ask for separation, but I'm going to take away these 2 girls with me. You are a foreigner, that psychological war. And this girl was like, for 3 years I've been here. This man did not allow me to work for the 7 years that I'm here in Italy, because he wants to provide. And one thing that I always tell my friends, my girlfriends or women out there, a man who does not want you to work, that is not a man enough. That is a person who wants you to be there to beg him, who wants you to depend on him. When I read that this man, for the 7 years that she's here, he has never allowed her to work, I was like, that is a narcissist right there. That is a manipulator right there. And when this girl tells him, I'm tired, I want to ask for divorce or separation, this man now is threatening her to take away the 2 girls that they have. First of all, she was asking for my number, and I was like, no, I cannot give you my number because I don't even know you. Just DM'd me, but we can chat here, Instagram DM. And by then we chatted for almost 3-4 hours, because I really wanted to be there for her, even if I don't know her. So I was like, how did you come across my video? She was like, she was searching a divorce in Italy, whatever. So she wanted to ask me if it's true. If this man, if she asks for separation or divorce, this man can take away her kids. And I was like, that is the first lie. And that is something that this man is using against you, because so that you can stay, so that you don't leave. First of all, like I said in my last video, the Italian government does not take away the kids from their mother. That is a lie. As long as you are not a drug addict, as long as you are not an alcoholic, as long as you are not a violent mother, as long as you love your children and take care of them, no Italian government is coming to take your kids, even if that your Italian husband is threatening you. Second of all, she was like, but I don't have money for a lawyer. I was like, that is not a problem. Even if you don't have money for a lawyer here in Italy, there are some free lawyers. They are called avvocato patrocinio. Yes, they are free lawyers. The Italian government believes that every person must be represented at the court by a lawyer. And if you don't have enough money, the Italian government will provide whatever, avvocato gratuito, free lawyer for you. I told her, you play your cards right. Google, get help, first of all, go get a free therapist because they exist here in Italy. If you are ready to. If you don't ready to basso, it's called. Like if your man, you don't have, if you don't fall under that category at TCG, the Italian government think you can be able to pay a therapist. They are free therapists. I was like, work on you, because from what I read, this girl is scared. She was like, if I did not have these two girls, I could have left this country a long time ago. But every time I say we can even separate consensually, this man is like, where are you going to go without me? I will take away the girls. And I told her, no. No one takes away your children. The Italian government does not, even if you don't have a job. Okay? And I asked her, that house, she said the good thing that they don't pay rent. I was like, you're the one who's going to remain in that house. He's the one who's going to leave. And first of all, I told her, start recording him. Start recording him, because here even you need to work with facts. Start recording him, because narcissists like him, manipulators like him, is their word against you. It's their word against. I was like, start recording him when he's threatening you, telling you that he will throw you out and there's nothing you can do. This is his country. Please start recording him so that one day if you end up in court, after asking for separation, if you end up in court, you will release them recordings, okay? Because sometimes the devil, you need to be one step ahead of the devil. Because this is not a husband. How can you live with a person for 7 years and if it's not working? And I always say, if a marriage is not working, there's no point of staying there if it's not working. And by the way, she was like, they fight all the time in front of the kids. And I was like, girl, fighting all the time in front of the kids, shouting. She was telling me that this man calls her sijui a ho, sijui nini. I was like, your children, they are seeing everything. Your children, they are seeing everything. And for me, I prefer a household where it's only one parent and the other parent lives in another house, but not for the children to see their mother being called putana. Putana is ho. Putana, sijui what, if it was not for me, I was like, girl, run for your children. Run for your children, no. There's no point of staying there. Even those people who say, oh, I'm going to tolerate everything just because of the children. You think that now you staying there in a toxic relationship, toxic marriage because of the children, you're helping the children. No. Those children are going to grow up seeing the disrespect, seeing you being put down, seeing you being belittled. Children, their eyes, the eyes of the children are these. So the children they see with their ears, they hear everything, and you might think that they are stupid, they are little, they don't know anything. But children, they see everything. They absorb everything. I told this girl, your children are seeing what you're going through. And please, first of all, no one is going to take your girls away. 2, this man is not going to do anything to you. The Italian government does not really care. Just because he's Italian, they are going to favor him. One thing that I've realized, especially here abroad, when things go sour between a couple, especially those stupid ones, especially if you are foreigner, you are threatened. Sijui, if you don't have documents, I will call the police on you so that you are deported. There are so many Africans who live in fear because their white spouse threatens them every day. This is my country. So you girl, if you watch this video, I'm sending you love. I'm sending you a lot of tight hugs. And let's keep in touch. And whatever decision you make, cause like I said, I told her, I'm not here to tell you to leave your husband. Cause waliolala kitanda moja, those people who are slept under the one duvet, wananyamba huko ndani ya duvet, farting under the duvet. You cannot come in between them. Because I can even tell this girl, yes, leave him. And then the next time she inboxes him, she's like, hey, we are still together. No. I told her, I'm not here to tell you to leave your husband. But if what you're telling me is true, And I believe her, by the way. Me, I always believe people. I believe her because for you to open up to a stranger just because you watched her video, me, I believe her. And I told her, play safe, get a therapist, and there are free lawyers here in Italy, avvocati gratuiti patrocinio, and no one is going to take your kids away from you. And for those two men who are like, hey, I would love a woman like you, sijui nini nini, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I am not in a hurry. Let me take time to heal because it's a process. It's not that just because we are separated for 1 year, I have healed, I am okay. Like I said, even if we separated peacefully, does not mean that I was not disappointed that the marriage ended. No one gets married thinking, hey, me after 10 years. This marriage, I'm expecting it to end. We all get into marriage thinking that we are going to grow all together. And anyway, thank you so much for watching. Till next time. Bye-bye.